Good day, friends, and welcome to episode 7 of my GeneticRim playthrough. So, we had a little social fight in between the episodes between Orozco and Nicholas regarding punctuality. You shouldn't start that between a geologist and a ranger. It was sure that some fists had to fly at some point, but oh well, they calmed down at some point. Also, we are living in Blue Fuzz land. I mean, look at that stuff. It's everywhere. Well, there were some Caravan wildebeests migrating onto my map, and well, turns out they had a real big bunch of that stuff with them. So yeah, we also had an attack of these things here, not too beautiful. And I want to have that copper because last episode I decided to put down some flooring into this area because of the nasty trees regrowing in the vicinity of the wind wheels, and then I suddenly realized that I should have picked tin instead of copper because you have lots and lots more tin with that mod than you have copper. But it's looking quite pretty, doesn't it? I like it. So I'm gonna just dig out some more copper over here, but I'm not gonna get close to that pit because even looking at that stuff is freaking out your colonists quite hard. Harder than normal corpses, because these things are friggin' monsters. I can understand that. Okay. So one day we're gonna get back to researching, I promise. It's pretty hard right now, but as I mentioned during the last episode, as much as I want to research the where do we have it? The genetic engineering base tech, it's not that much of that much use before I have a proper base and laboratory established. I could build up everything right now, but I couldn't really use it to its full extent because I don't have every resource, and I don't even have enough colonists. Like, ever since I've meddled around with those two boomalopes, John has stopped researching for good. So that's the level of work overload this colony is suffering right now. So I just have to be patient until I can get more people. But this big Blue Fuzz collection over here is definitely gonna help. Because there was some outpost next to me which offered the freedom of a slave for a good amount of money. So I mean, there's 25 days I have left to fetch that money. I could do that. Could be a good way to sustain my colony with new people. But I would prefer a new weapon so much more. But there's nothing around here. There's an item stash with Luciferium guarded by 3 enemies. That recon helmet is quite juicy though. Nicholas would like that. But apart from that, I could only go to Artichoke Hope. Is this a joke? I love this game. The names are just a part of the. Oh, we have aliens on the map. There's an ocular jelly, so these are part of the Alpha Animals pack, and it's a quite long text, so I'm gonna summarize it. Wherever they go, they poop out this red cloud, and it turns trees into this. And this stuff is giving you redwood, which is a worse version of wood, basically. And I want to get rid of that stuff as quick as possible, so how? Okay. The question I'm asking myself is only, do I wait until the sun is breaking again? And the answer is no. You know, Orozco, Nicholas, you were fighting the other day, so This is the perfect moment to establish your link of friendship again. Go hunting an alien to sit together. I like this idea. This should be a good lesson to them. So no, I'm not gonna bother with that. Somebody else can say that out loud. So the guy from the Empire of Cascuspos wants me to hold 5 prisoners for 7 days in exchange for royal favor, and they have the plague. Nah, it's way more than I want to tackle here. Because let's check. First shot is quite impossible. 1.4% chance. So I'm gonna bring Orozco and rattle that thing up with the revolver. So at some point it should be moving again. Problem with these buggers is that Cloud is actively diverting bullets, I think, because they are really hard to hit, and the only real answer I found to that phenomenon would be that this is kind of like a smoke pop belt, you know. And I think that's what's happening, as a matter of fact. So I'm gonna wake up John, and if they're taking much longer, I'm gonna send for him as well. So we're gonna melee that beast. So you could turn your whole map red with that guy if you want to. But it certainly sucks, you know. So let's bring Orozco right in front to that bugger. There we go. Like, seriously? Okay. Okay, come on, John. They need you. Like, they need a man with a knife. This is quite the most comical episode we've endured so far. Okay, so you guys, you did it. Wow, I hate these beasts. Like, they turn your map into that weird alien stuff, and as you've seen, Orozco shooting 5, Nicholas shooting 12. Remember, Nicholas shooting 12. Maybe I should have swapped to the hand cannon a while before, but I don't know. Whatever. Thing is down. Was a good shooting practice for them, and this stuff will stay like this for a while. Oh, does it die now that the ocular jelly is dead? It looks like it's taking damage though. Yeah, it's slowly decaying. Okay. Good, good. Needs more wood. But we're getting forward with that on that department, so it's at least something. And the poplar trees. Oh, we're getting cut finally. Oh, good. So, if these prisoners would have been... If it would have been 5 guests with the plague, okay, but prisoners, they don't even work for you. That's a problem, you know? Medical goods trader. Oh, finally somebody to trade with. Okay. The good thing about that is I can steal a lot of money out of his pockets. Which is giving me a nice head start towards my trading operations. So let's check it out. Oh, they don't buy clothes, man. What a pity. Too bad. But they buy that nitroglycerin. That's good. Or no, I don't want to sell that because I'm just researching the technology for that. But please take that ocular jelly meat. It's disgusting me to have that in my freezer. Ketine, no. Human leather, no. It's the special stuff. Come on, just 50 bucks. Why are we so poor? Could sell a little bit of the meat, but I don't want to sell my people's food stocks like that. So yeah. A summit crab is rolling through town. Oh man. So these thingies just walk through your map and crush everything in their path. So let's see from where to where the thing is migrating, and if necessary I have to put my colonists out of the course. Yeah, there we go. It's burning. What does that do with it? Does fire put that thing down, actually? I never tried. I mean, it looks like it's getting some serious damage. So is this the simple end of the summit crab? I never thought that it could be that easy. Ah, no, it's not dying because of that burns. Haha, I see. It takes more than just one Boomalope, but I have 2 more. I mean, that was quite an amount of HP. I think if I would, if I could send like 4 or 5 Boomalopes subsequently, I could take down that baddie. Okay, well, whatever. I don't mind. Hey, John is researching. Awesome. He's finally doing what I want him to do. I just hope that thing doesn't plan on waltzing through my base. Please. I mean, that would be horrible. The Summit Crab is overall a very, very funny event, though. I must admit that the Alpha Animals mod pack, or mod overall, is one of my all-time favorite mods, because the animals that are featured in it are just outright ranging from ridiculous to fascinating to outward frightening. It's just a really, really good time just with it. But I have to say, if you use it, it will amp up the difficulty level of your playthrough by a lot, because a lot of these animals are quite dangerous. If we look at these nightlings, they are some real bad news. Like, they're nocturne animals and they hunt at night. So combat, 20 damage. That's a ranged attack. Nasty as hell. And they're pretty good at melee too. And like, because if they are predators, they will not only down colonists, but also eat them and kill them in the process. So these guys are really, really bad news. They are like wargs on crack. Like, they have everything a warg has, but also a ranged attack. So, enjoy. But as long as you keep your distance to these buggers, it's not that hard to survive them. So they gave me some of their silver. That's decent of them. Okay. I think I'm gonna put up a wall from this range to this range. I was thinking about this for a while now. I didn't talk about it a lot. It was just crossing my mind so many times when I looked at this gorge here. So what I'm gonna do is do this wall with a double door, which I can hold open and create an opening to invite enemies into if I want to. But if I don't want to, I can wait until they bust down those doors. This is sometimes a very invaluable asset to fight around stuff like that, and I want to have it because I figured in the last episode with the fight with these dark ones that this mud is, I mean, it slows down your enemy by 50%, but it didn't really hit the spot against those guys. It really let me down, and John almost died. I mean, that was my own fault. I forgot to bandage him up. Like, sometimes it slips your mind. And if you don't bandage up your colonists every time by hand, they have a high mortality rate, I can tell you. Okay, so we have a new sculpture. I love art. Plenty with Orozco. This piece represents a brightly glowing spot blazing across the sky. Orozco looks on with excitement. This illustration refers to a meteorite impacting near Orozco's city on 12th of October. Oh, I want to keep that. It even looks, I don't know, if I see that, I can at least remotely imagine that it has something to do with a comet that was falling from the sky, so I'm gonna put that down into Orozco's quarters. So finally, the priest has made some decent piece of art, and since this place is so nice and roomy, I'm gonna put this down right there. Okay. Heliodor brings a nice warm color. I love that, those gemstone mod packs, just because of the colors they add for the stuff. Okay. So I train Akio's artistic skills like a lot right now. Oh, there's an eclipse, wonderful. I mean, I also have Orozco, who's really talented with that, but I want things like these spread over my colonists, and that's quite spooky. Like, we're having an eclipse, and right after that, these things arrive, so... Okay, at least it's only 2 of them. Dark Young are, like... Oh. They're similar to the deep one, but way more tough. That's the biggest problem about those guys. They're so damn tough. Oh. And since the situation came up here, I want to change my plans. So, which material do I have available now? Iron. Fine. We're gonna build some wall out of iron. As you notice, I'm really interested in putting up something between me and this rather quickly. And I'm lacking wood, so I'm gonna grab something to copy with. And I really want to rush this. Basically, because I don't want these guys to start hunting my people. It's so easy to avoid it when if I just put a door between this guy and between these 2 guys and my colonists. So I just want to force it as quick as possible. So I'm gonna force John to work on this, and let's see how quick they get this done. I hate those guys, especially when I'm that ill-prepared in terms of weaponry. Like, the weapons I'm having right now, they are really too weak to cope with these beasts. So, yeah, it works. Nicholas is picking up the stuff for the doors right away. That's good. I could send a 3rd person to haul the iron right next to the wall, but we're not that in a hurry. That much in a hurry. Okay, wonderful. So this means I'm able to forget about these guys for a while. That's good. Usually they don't bang down walls just like that, but they'll start to kill a lot of things in the vicinity, and we're just gonna watch them in their natural behavior, so you can check out how much you like them. I would really love to tame some of these. I mean, it's not that horrible, like only a handling skill of 9. They're really tough buggers. I don't know what you can teach them, but I want to save that surprise for one day when I have them, so... But that's gonna take a while, I guess. Unless one of them self-tames. Who knows? I even had a Frambo self-tame one day. It happens when it happens. Okay. This spot delivers all the copper I need to free the wind turbines permanently of the chance of nasty plant growth crossing their power generating ways. Honestly, such an array is producing heavy power. Like, it's really, really strong. And if necessary, I can even expand it by mining away a little bit of that mountain. It's not that much. And it should be enough space to bring 2 more quite easily. Okay, we're safe, friends. We're safe. Huh. I don't have any taming plans. Wonderful. What about that bunny? So, I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but do these people buy bunnies? Let's check it out. There's the H, but nope. They buy human, but no hair. Sad. What about platypus? Do you buy the P? Yes, they do. So we're gonna tame that beast. Why not? This is a easy way to earn some money, and I have the things I need for that. Where did all the potatoes go, though? Yeah, it's so many. Probably all got eaten. I mean, the field output got nerfed recently on the savage difficulty for agriculture, so possibly that has something to do with that. Okay, here, on the basic refiner and the basic chemical refinery, I'm gonna build one and check out if I can refine nitroglycerine there. What is that? Elasmotherium. Okay, largest horned rhinos ever. Okay. So more caravan animals, alpaca wool, nutramines, Psytrainer, mass chaos skip twice. Thanks, but no thanks. These things will add up so much value to my colony. I actually don't want that. I'm still having enough to do with the blue fuzz, and at this point it sounds a little bit weird, but it is more dangerous to pick up that much wealth which you can't defend than taking a little bit longer to evolve your colony. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. So it's a common mistake to grab everything you can. No, always measure if you want the stuff you can grab, because it all ends up in an increase in this graph, and your storyteller sees that and thinks, yeah, you can tackle a bigger load, don't you? And then he has bigger tools at his disposal to kill you. So I don't have good weapons. If I had better weapons, I would take that. So there we go, raiders. 6 of them. So I guess if I would pick up the stuff on these guys, could be 10. 9 at least, I guess. I'm just speculating, but I know that the game works like this, and this is bad news, guys. This is really bad news. There's so many people, and I'm having not too much to put in between. Not even trained boomalopes. I just hope the dark ones decide to go for them. But until then, I have to wait. I mean, it's going to be an issue. One good thing, they might decide to split up a little, and they have such an unfortunate positioning. If they would be on this side of the map, I would be going for some sniper action. The sicko is riding a boomalope. Sorry. And I would try to sniper somebody out with Nicholas's rifle here. But under these circumstances, man, I don't want to cross their way. I mean, they already had some pebble mid for dessert here. And I just hope that they'll draw attention of the local fauna here, but we're gonna see. Hard to tell what's gonna happen before, but right now I'm just gonna pretend like everything is normal. Okay, now they're beginning their assault. So, yeah, I want to draft my people now. This is the point where things get interesting, and I want to be not too late at this place. So I guess they'll start banging doors at this point, just like I thought. So I guess I'm gonna bring a Kyo as a decoy into this situation, and so yeah. What will I do now? So they attack on several different spots, my walls, and I guess it's smarter to just wait until they bang down a certain section there. And then I start running once one of the parts gives in, and that was just what I was hoping for. Okay. Oh, let's pause for a moment. There's Hedgehog chasing a Kyo, so what about Hedgehog? I mean, I guess the Muffalo is way more dangerous than the Hedgehog guy, so... Amco. This is one person I really want to stop. Like, for sure, I want to stun this guy. And I'm gonna just run further away with a Kyo, and I'm gonna tolerate that a Kyo and Hedgehog will get involved into a fight, which is just bad for a Kyo. And why the hell does he not have his knife with him? Okay, so I'm gonna swap over to the hand cannon here because it's no good anymore. I'm gonna keep shooting at this guy, so... But I'm gonna stun the other guy, so I just hope. Yeah, righty. So the most important thing here is I want to take any opportunity possible to down as many of these guys I can, because with every downed person there, the chance is higher that they start to flee. So I'm gonna tolerate Hedgehog and Akio being in a brawl there. I'm gonna tell Akio to keep running, and they start fleeing. Okay, good. So we're gonna check out the situation in a second. Orozco. Despite having lost most of his HP, he's not in a terribly lethal condition. Same goes for Akio, no immediate danger. So Nicholas doesn't even... Okay, so I have two people which need medical treatment quite immediately. No, I can't do that. So I just hope the Dark Young won't be running into my base at that point, but I mean, there are some fleeing tribes people running into them, so maybe they'll prefer those over my people. Okay, so I'm gonna be rescuing Orozco right away, and I'm gonna check out Nicholas. Nicholas's medical skills, as a matter of fact, also not too bad. So I want to have medical spots for everybody here. And Akio, being a pretty good doctor himself, I'm gonna allow him to self-tend in this situation, because I think this is quite good to do that. So Amco is a slowpoke. Oh, no, I don't have a tolerance for slowpokes in my colony. Minyoka, an abrasive undergrounder with very high intellectual skills. How long will Minyoka last? Unlikely that I'm able to do much for her. Unless... Okay, let's allow John to self-tend himself as well. Feeding fire out. Okay. Resting. Yeah, now I can self-tend him. Okay, I mean, self-tends are always the least effective way to do it, but right now it saves up doctoring time, and since I'm having so many free rooms, I have a plan in mind. We're gonna drop down some prisoner space and let's check. I mean, Akio is not bleeding anymore. John is still bleeding. Orozco is still needing help, so I'm gonna send Akio to capture Minyoka first. And let's see. Once the next guy is not bleeding anymore, should be Orozco at this point, I want to capture Amco as well, because honestly, either I'm gonna let them run and get some standing increase due to that, or I'm gonna recruit them and have finally some more workforce. Okay, Akio is freaking out. So, I mean, he won't be bleeding out or anything, so that's good. But somebody else has to tend Minyoka now, so that's that. John is now going to feed Amco. I appreciate that. Afterwards, you're gonna treat him also. Another life saved. Okay. John is on break risk. Yeah, okay, he got wounded pretty heavily there. So, but I guess the next guy in days. So Minyoka is stable, so let's treat Amco here. Crazy. Nicholas is saving them all. The ranger. The Monster Farm Ranger. He's a real hero. Like, come on. This guy is saving lives. I'm gonna give him something good. Okay, so the Dueño Nation. Let's check those out. They are the permanently hostile tribes, so freeing them won't be doing me any good. These guys are crazily hard to recruit. Oh man. It would be probably better to make them into some clothing for John. So after you're done with your veggie mush meal, please finish that door. Oh, makes me really nervous to see an opening like this to my enemy, to the monsters outside there. So let's check out Blood Loss Miner. Still not dead yet. So Akio needs some treatment. But okay, let's just hope that we're not gonna have any infections there. So I think I'll just handle the challenge and try to recruit these buggers. Like, it's gonna take forever. Oh well, maybe I'm gonna refuse Minyoka. The recruitment chance is just insanely difficult. Oh, come on. Get out of here. So Minyoka can be released. Just get out of here, okay? Oh, we can tend to Kyo now, because he's lying down while being dazed. That's good. And John needs something to eat, and Roscoe will have a mental breakdown in a second. Oh, I love the aftermath of a raid. Oh boy, Kyo's really having a hard time here. Okay, I just dismantled all the bad sleeping spots here because it just it's not good if they have that. So is Nicholas a teetotaler? No. So come on, man, have a beer. You, of all these people, have deserved it the most. There we go. Nevertheless, the other guys did a great job there too. But now you please repair that door. It's the only thing I insist on. They are spreading their pinkness everywhere. So the Muffalo lost too. Toxic buildup. They even have poison. Oh, lovely. Okay, we're having a door again, so I hope the guys in days are not getting any suicidal tendencies here. And I'll just hope the Lovecraftian horrors will just feast on the other things down there, and I'll just have my peace. So Orozco is needing some treatment now too. So come on, Nicholas, your duty is not done for today. Ah, the very impressive bedroom of Orozco. So the greedy guy is now happy. Wonderful. Or at least not angry anymore. This is one of those drawbacks that doesn't give a special bonus if you satisfy their needs. Pity. So I'm gonna keep Amco. I think being a slowpoke is not the end of the world. It's only influencing his movement speed. Being too smart makes him a little bit more susceptible to mental breakdowns. Okay, no permanent injuries. I'm gonna recruit him. I made up my mind considering that, because honestly, 31 resistance, that's a lot, but it's manageable. It's totally manageable. So bring a cooler one day, and then we're gonna recruit this guy slowly but steadily. Okay. Yeah, you guys, you have some beers. It's okay. That was a hot fight. That was one of the first real hard and terrifying fights, and that's why I didn't want to have more wealth in my colony. The blue fuzz already infused me with a lot more wealth than I can handle, and I want to get I want to transform this into something useful. The imposing construction. So Oh, I'll get a colonist for that. Awesome. So I'll need mud bricks. Do I have any mud bricks? No. But mud bricks were super easy to produce, if I remember correctly. It was a completely simple recipe here. It's just place the spot on mud marsh, or so there we go. And we're digging out mud until we have 100 of that, and I'm gonna put down a stockpile zone for mud right next to this place. It's always speeding up people's work. Exactly. Okay. I'm gonna need a kiln to do adobe out of that, and then I can do this quest. And I want to do this because getting another pair of hands into my colony would be a very, very fine thing to happen. So I'm gonna build the kiln in here, and a kiln is something you can reinstall again, and I'm okay with this. I'm gonna turn this room into a workshop of some sorts. But it's always cool to plan ahead a little with this. So I'm still having people in days, but it's gonna be quite easy. I still have 2 days, and then I have 8 days to complete it. So I have now overall 10 days to prepare everything I need for to get this thing built. So that's no problem at all. Awesome. That's a way to expand my colony as well. So we're having Amco to which we can recruit. I'm gonna furniture his place not with a sun lamp. That would be a little bit much, but some bed. Let's give him some normal wooden bed. Alright. More wood. More wood. Okay. And apart from that, the usual suspects. Some dresser, some end table. I'll just do one with a lamp right away, because I feel like it. Come on, let's do one out of copper, why not? So there we go. And this is going to replace the sleeping spot on the ground later on. So I'm low on food though, so I have to change something about that. Is there anything on the fields? Kind of like calming Akio down. You can stop that. Akio is already out of mental state. Okay, so let's buckle up a little, because there's lots of work ahead of us, and we just got raided, so chances are quite good that the storyteller will leave me alone for a while. So next things we need: food and steel. So I think I'm gonna bring Nicholas. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Nicholas to hunt something. He's the most healthy guy right now, and the steel smeltering can be done by somebody else. So, I mean, do I still need more right now? No, I don't. Okay, so I'm gonna prioritize that. I have still food for another day available, so I'm not in a terrible emergency, but I really should be grabbing up some fruits here wherever I can. This will expand my resources a little bit longer. I mean, this was one of the biggest problems about big fights like these is they really have a big aftermath in this game. Like the results of this, the consequences of this fight, you feel a pretty long time afterwards. So something I really like about Rimworld. Okay, I have the kiln. I can do mud bricks with that. I need mud clumps. It is configured to produce... What? Is this producing mud clumps? Clumps of mud that has been dug up. Yes, okay, wonderful. So, that's what we need. How many will I need? I can do a bulk recipe with 200, so we're gonna be focusing on that. So, the quest will need me to have 260. So, I think I don't need to hurry like that. I'm already done with the biggest part. Like, the other resources will be more of an issue. I need to cut a lot of stones to get this done, I guess. But apart from that, we should be fine. So, the platypus taming got replaced by the platypus killing. I just came to the decision that gonna be putting something in our freezer here. There we go. Let's start bringing some food up again. I still stick with the plan of converting Amco into the colony, because this way I'll have 6 people afterwards. What up with Gidget, though? She's hunting some... Or he? Yeah, she's hunting some squirrel and is almost getting killed. Poor thing. So I'm gonna get these ibexes next. And, yeah. So I'm gonna deconstruct this sleeping spot here. Okay. Ikea was my cook, right? Yeah, okay. So, please, John, haul some of this food into the freezer because I want to have a more precise statement about my food. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure that I need to hunt a little bit more here. Especially those ibexes look like a good game. There we go. So, come on, how tanky is this guy? Sick. Come on, you gotta be kidding me. So, okay, I'm gonna hunt that bunny in between. Yeah, Keo is already going for another butcher job. Okay, wonderful. Now we're good. Finally. So, let's pick up the other guy as well. Okay. Whatever. I don't need to finish this guy off. Nicholas is damn hungry and tired. The hits I got in there will be more than enough for this guy. and for some reason, I guess the ibex just died there while he was walking towards that. Sometimes they have that. Okay, I don't mind. So let's hunt this guy, just so my colonists don't forget that they have something to do with this guy. And I'm gonna give Orozco the job to hunt this fella. And Kyo is still needing some more sleep. How come that Orozco is already on his feet? He shouldn't be. Okay. Tomorrow I think I want to improve the prison cell of the guy. Oh. Okay. I hate it when they do that. There just happened the same thing. The ibex just died while he was on his way to it. So he decided to. The job you had for me is not a thing anymore. My job was to hunt the thing, not to haul it back home while it's dead. So no, I'm out of this. Come on, man. I need new orders. No new orders. Okay, I'll head home. Good night. It's just stupid, but it's just the Rimworld logic. You get used to it. Alright. Nicholas is quite worn. What up, man? Malnourished. You didn't eat when you went to bed yesterday, or what? Come on. So, we're having a cold snap. So this definitely means I want to harvest as much as possible before the cold kicks in, because this stuff will all turn bad, and since I right now have a low food situation, I really don't want to waste anything. So what happens here? So still not dead yet. Oh man. I mean, the good thing about the Dark Young is they just pretty much they get into a brawl with everything. Like at some point they just have killed anything on the map, and then they usually just die or get killed. So whatever, friends. So I'm gonna cut this episode here because I just noticed that I completely forgot the time today, and well, enjoy an extra long episode, I'd say. And we're gonna quick roll the credits though, so feel free to drop me a comment down below. So still some way until we get to the genetic engineering, but we're on a good way. 2 more colonists are on their way to us, so that's a good thing. And I would appreciate some thumbs up or even a subscription to my channel if you want to support me and my work a little bit more. If none of those, just let me thank you for watching this video. This means a lot to me. And I hope you come back for Chapter 8 as well. And until then, take good care, stay healthy, and goodbye.